and welcome to the business of cake making. She's Bronya.
And she's Sammy. And this is episode
166. Are we going to make this a regular thing where we try and say it at the same time?
Yeah. Episode 166. And we thought this was going to be a really not easy. We thought, this would be a really great topic. And the more we've looked at it, the more we've gone, quite a big topic.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But we'll condense it. We won't make it into...
Yeah. So we're doing when inspiration... Is it inspiration or is it copying?
Yeah. It's really difficult.
You just
especially in the cake world, because many, like, I just get, can I have this cake?
Exactly. So I was talking to Jules at lunchtime about it, and I said, we're doing an episode, it's about inspiration and plagiarism and copying, and he was like, give me a context. I said, well, for example, someone will email, can you make this cake? And that there, you have already been asked to copy someone else's design straight off.
Yeah.
And whilst you can go back, and I used to, I'm sure we all do, go back and go, well, I can't make it exactly the same because, it's somebody else's cake, but I can do it with elements and all the rest of it. But at what point does it stop being copying and does it become you and your cake?
Yeah.
And also, go on.
Because also, I mean, who did the first drip cake?
Exactly. I've got that written down. What about trends? Drip cakes, cartoon cakes. Who did the first cartoony cake?
Yeah, because like you could tag the baker, but who was the original?
Yeah. And I just think, so sometimes you get asked to copy a cake, but also I know I've done it in the past, and I consciously stopped doing it. But when someone says, I want a football cake, and you go onto Google and you Google football cakes and you get 25 football cakes. At what point is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, because we used to work like that, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, and now if someone said to me, not they ever would. So someone said to me the other day, I'd like a little one-tier wedding cake, which I'm doing for a couple of weeks' time. He is from England, she is from America. They've had a civil ceremony because they've both been married before, so it's not been a big wedding. So he said, we want something fairly understated, but puts both in. So then that gets like, you have to start thinking, well, how can I put that in and that in? And it's a unique situation, and it's a unique situation to be making a cake for. Yeah. But if someone comes to you and goes, I want a football cake.
Yeah.
You go and Google football cakes, or so many people do.
Yeah.
And
try
so
not
at
to.
what point?
The only time I tend to is when I've got a block. So I've got my make a Lolo and stitch cake.
Yeah.
Fine, that's great. I've got all my elements.
Yeah.
And then I'll get oh my God, what's the film about? I know, I'll Google a cake.
Yeah. Something that I started to do. So if someone said to me or sent me a picture and said, make me a cake like this, and I'd go back and say, well, I'm not going to make it exactly the same, I wouldn't look at that picture ever again. I've looked at that picture once. I know the elements they want. Yeah. I would never look at that cake again. So even if I try to remember it, it's just from that one time I've seen it. And again, if I looked up football cakes or whatever, I would look at a cake once and then never look at it again. So I'm not directly copying it over all the elements.
Yeah.
But so when does inspiration become copying? So I looked up the word plagiarism, and the definition for plagiarism is the practice of taking someone else's work or ideas and passing them off as your own. Sammy's got a cold. If she sneezes or snots anywhere, we apologise.
I apologise in advance. So I listened to 3 YouTube videos yesterday.
Oh, did you listen to is it Janie?
No, because I got sucked into I got sucked into the social media side of it, and it was a guy who was a content creator, and everything that he had ever done, he was really famous and popular and everything.
Yeah.
but everything that he'd ever done turned out that it was just a copy of everybody else's stuff.
Because the thing is that like on social media, I mean, I'll scroll and I'll go, oh, that's a good, it'll be somebody talking about pottery or something. And I'll go, oh, that's a good idea. So you save it and then you come back to it and then you adapt it for your own.
Yeah.
So does anyone have a...
Yeah.
Oh, did he actually outright copy?
Yeah, he'd change a few words and he got caught out. Someone went, hang on a minute, this isn't quite right. And he had to take down, he voluntarily took down a lot of his work because this was his business, this is his income to being a content creator. So,
oh my word. Oh.
So it was a whole minefield. Yeah, I didn't listen to any cake ones. I couldn't find any cake ones apart from the other day when we were talking about doing this one where the cake makers who had one had made a recipe book.
Right. Oh yeah.
And another lady said, well, hang on a minute, that's mine.
So that's in Australia. So there are certain laws that I do know with this one. So with recipes, this is in Australia, and it is I think she's called I can't remember what the woman that's taken the other woman to court. I don't know what her name is, but it's for brookies. And she's taking brookies to court because she's saying that the recipe book has been plagiarised. I did look this up. So on a recipe, your list of ingredients is considered to be facts. So that is a factual thing, and that cannot be copyrighted. So if you put out a recipe and your list of ingredients is exactly the same as, I don't know, BBC Good Food or Mary Berry, if it's exactly the same recipe list of ingredients, you cannot be done for that. What you can be done for is the written instructions. So that's like the more creative side. That's your spin. That's your personal thing, because that's not factual. I mean, saying something like cream, sugar and butter, that's fairly obvious. But, oh, my dogs are barking somewhere. But when you put your spin on it, and it's that. So this blogger has gone to Brookie and said, your list, your written instructions are practically what I write on my blog, and that's where she's taken her to court. So that's where recipes come in. So like a Victoria sponge is a Victoria sponge is a Victoria sponge. You can't change that.
No.
But you can change the way you write it, and that's where you can be done for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what I was looking at was like at university, you're doing your dissertation.
Yeah.
And now we've got AI and everything like that. So you could literally just take anybody else's work and use it as your own. But the professors or the invigilators, the people marking it, they've got special software now that can pick up on it.
Pick it up. Yeah. And Google's also very good. So if you are like, obviously I know more about blogging now. So if you do blogging and you copy someone else's, or you use AI to write your blog post, Google will penalise you and not bump it up the list and not show it to as many people, because it knows it's been written by AI, because it has like all these detections and things. So it can tell. So, you know, that's like exact words. It's like I was talking, because Jules was talking about music, because obviously he's a musician, and he was talking about music, and he said, you know, there's lots of times when people have stolen music and then that's gone to court, hasn't it? I said, but that's a list of notes, and like writing, you can see it's really obvious. But when it comes to creativity, like cake making and cake design and artistic stuff, where does that go, you know? And so the reason this came up, shall I explain why we started talking about this? So I have a Facebook group called the Cake Shed Community. Please come and join if you've got a cake shed. And then there was one lady that had a cake shed, and I don't know where. I'm not going to mention names, I'm not going to mention areas, because actually I can't remember any of that. So one lady had a shed somewhere, and it was lovely. It was a lovely shed, and she put it on Pinterest. Another lady was going to open a shed and looked on Pinterest for cake sheds, and it came up. So she went, I love that shed. That's really lovely. So she bought a similar shed, similar shape shed. She painted it a similar colour and bought a similar sign. All right. They were 4 hours apart. Geographically, at least 4 hours apart. And one of them was selling brownies and cookies. The other is selling cakes. One of them, the one who firstly put them up on Pinterest, got really upset that the other lady had copied her. She's copied me. This is my livelihood. One of my family members helped me create my vision for this. I've had people emailing me to say that somebody has copied your shed. And at the time, I sat there and went, and? I mean, there are sheds out there that I look at, people post things and I'm like, I don't remember posting that because they are so close to my shed. Yeah. It could be my shed.
I have said that to you as well.
Yeah.
I've gone, I thought it was you posting that it's another shed that is the same as yours.
And I do double takes. I'm like, I don't remember posting that. Oh, I didn't post that. That's someone else.
Yeah.
And I think because I don't see it emotionally, right? So I think this lady, because a family member had helped her, she was quite emotionally involved in this, whereas to me it's a business, right? This is part of my business, and I'm quite happy to help other people set their sheds up. And if someone set a shed up in the next road to me, as long as it didn't deter from my business. So if it looked exactly the same, with exactly the same logos, with exactly the same cakes inside, and it was in the next street, I would go, no, you are potentially damaging my business now. I would have to have a word. But if someone else does a shed half an hour away from me, that's not going to affect my business. It's like having two cake shops that look similar but in different towns. And that's, in my head, I'm like, I couldn't see a problem with it. I really couldn't see a problem with it. Yeah. But obviously this lady was quite emotionally involved in it, so therefore she did see a problem with it. And the other lady did make changes. So they did get in contact with one another and she did make changes and she understood. But it's a shed, and how many different designs of sheds are there, really, in reality?
Yeah, especially with the small ones, which are being used as cake sheds.
Exactly. And I'm not being funny, it was painted cream. You know, we're not talking a specific blue or pink or something. It was like a cream colour. Yeah. So that's why this came up, that somebody got really upset because someone had copied their shed. Well, I personally couldn't see the problem with it because it wasn't affected. You know, even if someone had emailed her to say, there's a shed just like yours, it's 4 hours away. It's not actually affecting her business. And the other woman wasn't pretending to be her. She wasn't trying to say, she wasn't trying to build on use someone else's reputation to sell her stuff. Yeah.
Because there's also, so like you're doing cake shed courses, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's it called? Sorry.
Start Your Own Cake Shed.
Yeah, Start Your Own Cake Shed. So people are going to take that template, what you're teaching them.
Yeah.
And they're going to use elements of that or use exactly the same.
Exactly.
But that runs right across the board because so I've been on cake courses, like Tasteful Cakes.
Yes.
No, is it Tasteful Cakes?
Yes.
Christina.
Yeah.
Christina Giorgio, and we all make the same.
You all make exactly the same thing.
The same model.
Yeah.
They all look They all look different.
Yeah,
because it might use different colours and everything, but the concept is the same.
Yeah,
and
you can all tell you've just been. You can tell you've been all sat in the same class together.
Yeah,
yeah.
So, at what point do you go? Well, actually, I'm showing you how to do this, but when you go away, you're not allowed to make them exactly the same.
Yeah, I suppose it would be different if you went away and then taught the same course.
Yeah,
that would be wrong. But you're never going to make it the same as Christina makes it because you can't. I mean, this is what I was saying to Jules. I can't even make my own cakes the same twice.
No.
let alone someone else's cakes. It's like I did a course with flowers. So I did years and years ago.
Yes, that's right.
That flower course
in Brighton.
Yeah, she's
long gone.
Sadly gone.
Not dead. Just
no,
close.
not dead. She went off to look after her mother. So I did that, but then I took those flowers that she taught me, and then I taught all of you how to make the flowers.
Yeah.
And then I even taught some classes on making roses when we had the shop.
Yeah.
But that was me teaching, because that was my style of teaching. That was my style of making the roses.
Yeah.
And she actually said she had been inspired with her style from another baker. And that was quite a well-known baker at the time, who I think also has gone.
So I'm going to use an example. Emily Hankins. She does a painted cake.
And I have to say, if you saw an Emily Hankins cake, you know it's an Emily Hankins cake.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And if someone else made another...
She does classes and courses, because I've got... I was not on this laptop, it's on my other laptop. I like to watch it every now and then, because I know I never do it. It's just not my style. But it's just so lovely watching it. But, again... You get you get painted cakes that are along the same lines as Emily Hankins cakes.
But I think that's also something. It's like a lot of I think because what Emily does is so artistic, and I think it's when someone is so unique, like Emily, like Enrico. Do you know what? I'm having that menopause
Rodriguez.
moment. That's it. And then there are some people like Mira makes cake. Mira's cakes. There are some people that make such unique cakes that if someone copied them, I would say that's a copy. You're trying to. You're not trying to benefit, but do you know what I mean? It's like
you're emulating their style.
Yeah. And in that case, I think you should either credit the person that you're doing.
Yeah,
or
definitely.
You should try and... I mean, you can take the technique of Emily Hankin, like the painted cakes, she's teaching you how to paint cakes. You take that technique and then you use your own flair and your own creativity to paint cakes, or you credit them. Because otherwise, if you are that close, if you're in creativity, if you're that close that people can't tell the difference between your work and theirs, that's when you need to start having a look at what you're saying to them,
you can use hashtags like #inspired by or #cake design or just tag there.
Yeah. Or just speak to them. Can you remember there was a few years ago, we tried to get her on and she was too nervous to come on to the podcast when we first started. There was a cake that everyone was making, and it was a really simple 2-tier cake, and the bottom tier was like a rose gold, sparkly rose gold, and then the top tier was just a plain cream, and then it had a big rose on it.
Yeah.
Can you remember? Yeah. And the amount of times that you would go on Facebook and someone would come up with that picture and go...
all it was.
Yeah, everywhere. How do I get the sparkly bit at the bottom? How do I do? I've been asked to make this cake. And it was a baker in the UK, and I've been asked to make this cake. I've been asked to make this cake, and there was like hundreds of cakes that all looked the same, and it did come from one specific picture that one person did. And she was too worried to cut. She wasn't confident enough to come on the podcast, but that was her design, and everyone was out and out copying it. But a lot of people, she said to me, I do remember her saying, people have come and asked me if they can copy the design and how I did it.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I did it. Can you remember the split cake I did? So it was cake.
The one that was...
It had a split down the middle, and it went as if it was
like falling apart, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and I found the original baker who made that cake, and I did the same. I said, I've been asked to make this cake. Obviously, it's such a unique cake. I don't want to make it. Plus, can you give me tips? And she did.
Yeah, Because I think actually most cake makers, to be really honest, they're quite flattered. They're actually quite flattered.
Yeah.
And something, like that 2-tier with the big flower, it was attainable by a lot of cake makers. It's not like Emily Hankins. I mean, it might be funny if I look at Emily Hankins, there's not a chance in hell, even if I know her techniques, I'm ever going to be able to paint a cake like that. But this particular one was quite attainable for other people to be able to make. And I thought that was quite interesting that everyone did try and bloody make it. But a lot of people did credit where it come from. I think it was storybook cakes or something like that.
I can't remember. I can see the exact cake because I made
which one I'm talking. Yeah. And it was all about, everyone was asking, how do you get the sparkly bottom?
Yeah, rose gold.
Yeah.
Bottoms. Yeah. I'm just going to blow my nose, sorry.
Okay. Okay. Obviously, when it comes to things like character cakes, you shouldn't be doing them. Oh, she's got a printout about this, isn't she?
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't be doing them.
Yeah. On Cake Shed, copyright. Where's the bit on... because it came
I love the sound of rustling paper.
I hate the fact that I printed them all out and then read them and reread them and put them out of order. Because I had it all out about... Oh, here we go.
Go on.
So you can have a trademark cake.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. This is the most common and clear-cut legal issue in the cake world. You cannot sell a cake with a Disney character, e.g. Mickey Mouse, a well-known logo, e.g. the Nike swoosh, or the name of a registered brand, e.g. Prada, without a license from the trademark owner. How it applies is trademark owners like Disney, Lucasfilms, or major corporations, they're very protective over their intellectual
They've paid millions for these, millions and millions.
They can and do send cease and desist letters to home bakers and or small businesses selling cakes with their characters or logos, regardless of whether the baker is just a hobbyist or a professional. This is because it could lead to consumer confusion or suggest an unauthorised affiliation. This is a very different issue from the baker copying another baker's work.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, this must be so difficult for them to monitor.
But I had this. So I didn't have it from any specific brand. I had it from Trading Standards. I had it from our local Trading Standards.
Yeah.
And the way they said it is that you are basically selling a fake because you're not registered to use it. You're not paying a copyright fee to use it. And so if someone's buying a Mickey Mouse cake off you, it's a fake Mickey Mouse cake.
Yeah.
And when you look at it like that, it's like someone selling a bottle of Smirnoff that's not Smirnoff. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, as soon as they said that, I'm like, yeah, I get it. And I tried, as I'm sure, this is a very long time ago, I tried as I'm sure many cake makers would say, but everyone's doing it. And it's like, but everyone shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
And that's really, and it's a bit of a kicker. And I have to say, and I also said to them, I remember saying to them, well, what if I use figures that I've bought that are actual copyrighted figures? So say it was a Barbie and I went and bought a Barbie and then used Barbie on my cake. And I said, this is a Barbie cake. They went, no, because you are not a registered reseller of Barbie. So therefore, you can't advertise it. I make Barbie cakes, because you don't make Barbie cakes. No. You're making a cake with a Barbie stuck on it. It's not an actual Barbie cake.
So could you technically make it but not put it up anywhere? No, that's still the same thing.
Yeah, I think the worry that they had is that Trading Standards made me take all my So I couldn't promote myself as making any of these. So I had to take all my pictures off from social media, from website. So I couldn't promote that we had made these cakes. Someone could come and ask you to make the cake, and you could make it. And whilst, yes, that is technically illegal, no one will ever know. But that doesn't make it right.
No.
But you definitely, absolutely cannot advertise the fact. I mean, it was you made the most amazing Nike trainer.
Yeah, I did.
And that was, and it was incredible.
Yeah.
And they made me take that down because it had the Nike swoosh on it. Whereas if that hadn't been, I mean, it was an actual trainer, it was an actual Nike design. But I think if we hadn't put the logo on it, we may not have been asked to take that down.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything. So that, I mean, that is the most clean cut, because those characters are actually specifically owned by someone, and they pay millions to get them copyrighted, and they are very protective.
Yeah.
And yes, I know it's really frustrating if someone says, I really want a Paw Patrol cake, and you make the most epic Paw Patrol cake, but you can't show it to anyone. You can't let anyone know you've done that, because you are breaking the law.
Yeah.
But you could say, maybe do a Paw Patrol theme, so it's the same colours, but you don't put any of the characters on it, and you don't put any of the logos on it. Yeah. And you just say to the customer, you've got to put your own characters on when you get them.
Yeah. Yeah. The law is very murky. I've got this written down. Yeah. Acknowledge that whilst these laws exist, applying them to something, oh my God, as ephemeral.
Ephemeral.
Thank you. As a cake can be incredibly difficult. The edible art is often consumed, and the designs are often shared so widely online that it becomes hard to prove who it was first.
Yeah. Yeah. I think unless it's something that is so specific to someone's actual, it's like Emily Hankins. That is her. That is her whole being. She makes nothing else but those beautiful painted cakes. Enrique Rodriguez, he makes very specific cakes, and you see his cake and you know it's his, because it's him. That's like him. I think more regular generic cakes, like drip cakes, character cakes, I think they're so much harder. So much harder.
Wedding cakes.
Yeah. Wedding cakes. It's a 4-tier cake with flowers on it.
Yeah. I want something really different. I want a naked cake with flowers on it.
Oh, there was that year that everyone came into the shop and went, I just want something really different, really alternative. I want a naked cake with fresh flowers, and we're going to have jam jars with Hessian.
Yeah. I had to do a full naked cake the other day. No, semi.
Oh my God, I haven't done one of them for donkeys.
No. I was like, might try out.
Oh, dear.
They were very happy, so I'm just going to blow again.
Okay. It's just my intermission music. There has been a couple of wedding cake makers. Cotton and Crumbs, was it? I think it was Cotton and Crumbs. There were some people that their flowers were very, very
chocky wocky doodah.
Things like that. They're wedding cakes, but they are very typical of that one. That one. I'm sure the other one that I'm thinking of, Cotton and Crumbs. She made beautiful white wedding cakes with flowers on. I think she's shut now. Beautiful wedding cakes with flowers on, but you could tell they were hers. You really could tell they were hers. Yeah. And there are other ones like Cake by, is it Evnig? Her cakes are stunning. They're 4-tier wedding cakes, 5-tier wedding cakes with flowers on, but they're flowers in a way. Yeah, Cotton and Crumbs. You can tell that they were their cakes.
Yeah. Who did the gravity cake? That was, we had them as guests, Christine and Phil. Was that their name? No.
Oh, Paborian.
Yes.
Paborian, yeah.
Yeah, their cakes were very unique.
Yeah. And although you could say they're similar to a lot of people, you just knew it was them.
Yeah.
And so that's what I think. whilst legally you probably don't have a leg to stand on with that, as a cake maker, do you not just want to be your own person?
Yeah.
Do you want to be known for what you do?
Yeah. Yeah, and just so when I get my cake order, they'll say, "Oh, I want a blah, blah, blah. This is what I want. This is what I want. Can you do this?"
Insert picture. Yeah.
Instagram message at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'll go, "Well, I can do," and then I'll do a design in my head, or I draw it down, so it's my design.
Yeah. And the thing is that you like to hope that if you create your own style, I mean, if you put a cake up, I know it's your cake. I know your style. Whether it's you put a cake up on the business of cake making by accident, didn't you? And it was a building, it was a cottage or something.
Yeah.
And I knew that it was one of your cakes. I could see it. I knew it was your style. And I think that is what you want people to come to you for. That is what you want.
And they do. They'll say, "Oh, I have had a look at your website, and I like your style of cake.
Yeah,
or I saw this cake."
Yeah, and that you need to get that's that reputation that you want. You want people coming to you for that stuff, because I mean, for lots of reasons. Firstly, because that's you, and that you'll make more authentic cakes and better cakes for it. But also, they're never going to be disappointed with what you give them because they know it's your style.
Yeah.
So if you go and copy someone else's and do it wrong,
it's like an ethical grey area.
Oh.
I thought, I saw that. I must want to say that. It's less about what's illegal and more about what's right.
Yeah. I think it's morally what's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I just, morally, should you really be copying other people?
And would you, if you created an amazing cake, would you want someone to copy that? And use that as their...
And also make money out of it. That's the other thing. So we are running, at the end of the day, we are running businesses. Yeah. Do you want someone to piggyback off of your effort to create something? They just steal it and make money out of it.
You know, companies like Shein and Temu. They steal other people's.
Yeah, they steal small
products.
Business owners stuff, don't they? Yeah,
off of Etsy, and they've created something that's taken them hours to do, and then they just whack it on
whack it out for £3.
Yeah, 60p.
Yeah. Did I tell you about the one that I saw that someone, she said it was at Christmas and she wanted a bow for her front door. So she wanted one of these big, beautiful bows. And she saw this on Temu, this big, beautiful bow for her front door. And when it turned up, it was actually a curtain of a front door with the bow on it.
Yeah. So I've just bought a cushion cover.
Right.
I thought it was a wall hanging, you know, like one of those boho wall hangings.
Oh, yeah.
It was a picture of a wall hanging on a cushion cover. I was like, oh, that looked lovely in my house. So that is more, because someone is making,
so you've put effort and time and devotion and love and creativity into something, and someone's gone, I'll have that and make money out of it. So don't do it back to other people.
No. And if you do get, if you want to be, someone wants to make you this cake, etc. Always try and find the original artist and tag them.
Because chances are they're going to be fine with it, because chances are they're not going to live anywhere near you. It's not going to affect their business. No, but just out of courtesy.
Yeah. It's not like it's Karen from next door. No. That was wrong with being called Karen. But, you know.
Or being next door, in fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong in taking people's techniques. Because a lot of people put their techniques out there, like Emily, like Enrique, they put their techniques out there.
And Immaculate
like
Confections.
Yeah. They're putting their techniques out there and they're teaching people their techniques.
Yeah.
And I think taking those and then making it your own, I don't see any problem with that. As long as it is your own.
Yeah.
Because I used to do a lot of painting on cakes. But I used to do drips and streaks and all sorts of things. And I got the technique from using cocoa butter with powder, and that came from Emily.
Yeah, but it was your style, what you were doing.
It was what I was. So taking the technique and making
I've got your postcard stuck on my wall in my kitchen of the cake.
With the wonky one.
Yeah,
the wonky one.
Yeah,
that was one of my favourite cakes. That was one of my wonky. That wonky
one.
No,
so you're in the Wall of Fame.
Famous, yeah.
There's only one thing on it, and that's your card.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What would you? Oh, go on.
What? No, you go on.
What would you do if someone came to you and asked if they could use one of your designs?
I'd say, yeah, go ahead. But credit me.
Yeah, I would say I'd love to see it. I want to see what you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd want to see what you've done with it.
Yeah.
I think I'd be quite touched.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I've done some bit different cakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah.
And the one that you did do, the cake that was like falling apart, the cut and falling apart. What happened when you went to that person and asked them? How did they react to you asking about it?
No, I emailed her.
Yeah.
And she said, she was like, oh, so many other people have asked me about this cake. This is what I did. She used polystyrene dummies, which is what I did in the end.
Yeah.
But she said you could use cake, but you'd have to do the scented doweling. So no, she was a really lovely email. I was really touched.
Yeah. And I think that's what most people would be like if you ask them.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't ask, don't get.
No, exactly. Exactly. You're just about to read something.
No. I think everything I've got, I've touched on.
I think it's one of those things. I mean, it's huge. It's a huge subject, and we haven't talked about it for very long. But I think
I'm happy with the amount of time we've spent on it.
I just think, put yourself in the position of the original cake maker, and how would you like to be treated if it was your cake, and do the same in return.
Yeah.
And don't make money off of someone else's creativity.
There's so many people are doing it. Also, I don't know if we've really touched on this. Social media plays a massive part on that as well, doesn't it?
Because you can get your picture out to like hundreds of thousands of people, potentially, very quickly, very easily.
I've got an example that's going to be happening soon. So Taylor Swift has announced her engagement.
Yeah.
And I think she's getting married in November.
Right.
This is what they were talking about on the radio. This could be a wedding boom.
Yes.
Whatever she has, 27 million people have liked her post.
Jeez, really?
Yeah. Whatever she has is going to send ripples through the wedding world, because people are going to be like, oh, I want what Taylor had.
Can you remember when Charles and Diana got married?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, God.
Can you remember Diana's ring, which was a sapphire?
I had one.
We all did. We all had exactly that design. A gem in the middle with diamonds around the outside. We all had it, yeah.
I gave it to Zia.
And also her dress. How many... I mean, the day that Diana got married, there were dresses on sale the next day that were exact replicas.
Yeah.
But Diana's dress, if you go back and look at the 80s, to any wedding in the 80s, you're going to see puff sleeves and a drop waist. You're going to see it.
That's right.
You know, so sweetheart neckline, puffs.
Whatever wedding cake she has.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, everyone's going to see it.
When Meghan and Harry got married and they had the
lemon and elderflower. Yeah. And fresh flowers. All of a sudden, fresh flowers were cool, and rough cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's hugely influential.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's got a sneeze. Oh. But yeah, I remember with Diana, they actually had direct copies of Diana's dress. I don't know how they got away with that. Maybe copyright laws were weaker back then. I don't know.
Well, yeah. Didn't have the internet.
No. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Another. Oh, it's August and she's got a snotty cold. It's not fair.
And honey and lemon.
Honey and lemon in a really nice mug.
And ginger. Honey, lemon and ginger with cinnamon.
Oh, it could be January.
It could be. Could be. Anyway, anywho.
Is it making you feel any better, the lemon and ginger?
It's actually really nice. I don't like lemon and ginger.
No.
But I'm like, oh, I've got to do something. So, okay.
So if you've had any experiences of people copying your stuff, we'd really like to hear, and how you reacted, and how, or if people have got in contact with you and asked to copy, we'd really be interested to hear your experiences on it.
Yeah.
Because I think,
oi, that's my cake.
Yeah. Because I genuinely think we're quite unemotional about these things because we see it as a business. And secondly, we've been both doing this for so long, we're just cynical about stuff.
Yeah.
Then we're just like, oh, whatever.
Oh my God. Yeah. I want to hear something from you, young, fresh bakers.
That do get,
Yeah.
What are your opinions? Yeah. Get angry.
Cake wars.
Yeah. What is your view on it? We're old and cynical, but if you're younger and fresher, do you have a similar view? Or...
And if someone wants to message us, where can they send us a message?
Oh, they can message us on our Instagram at The Business of Cake Making. We try to remember to look at it occasionally. Apologies if we don't. Or
I went onto the Facebook one today.
Oh, did you? I forgot we even had that. Facebook at The Business of Cake Making. You can go to the email hello at thebusinessofcakemaking.co.uk.
Yeah.
Or you can pop over to Patreon, where you can either join The Bigger Slice for an extra £5 a month and get extra.
Extra. Read all about it.
Or you can even email us on there, and that is patreon.com/The Business of Cake Making Podcast.
Can you email on Patreon?
You can message on Patreon. Yeah, you can message on Patreon. Yeah.
Or you can just send an email.
Just send an email. Hello at thebusinessofcakemaking.co.uk.
Yeah. I was on there earlier. I've shut it down now. Yes, I was emailing a potential guest.
Ooh. So yes, please get in contact and tell us your opinions, your views, your thoughts. If you've ever been copied, if you've ever copied someone and got caught out. Highly anonymous if you want us to. It's not a problem.
Yeah. Anon. Right.
Right. Well, we will love you and leave you with your cold.
Yeah.
You need to go away with a hotty botty and a...
Yeah, hotty botty. I've got one of those.
Just natural date.
So, yeah. If you've got any questions, if you've got any funny stories, please let us know, and know that you're loved.
You are. Very much.
We love all our listeners.
We do. All of them. Every single one.
Yeah. And hopefully maybe meet some of you at Cake International. Again.
Or at Cake and Bake Show, because we're going to be there as well on the Sunday.
Yeah. Cake International first.
If you ever see us out,
come and say hello.
Yeah.
Come and say hello. And make sure we write your names down, because then we'll give you a shout out.
And make us write your names down as well, because we won't remember them.
that lady who stopped us outside the toilets last year, she was, I love your podcast, you're amazing.
Yeah, please make us write it down. Please make us put them on our phones or something, because we won't remember them. As much as we do love you, we're middle-aged women.
No, we've got apps on our phone called Notes.
Yeah, I know. And they're always there.
Yeah, which we've both used as products of the week previously. All right.
I'm going
to do it. It's bye-bye from me and bye-bye from her.